we would like to dedicate this episode to DJ D Baby, Houston's own DJ D Baby, TSU DJ D Baby. We love you. We miss you. I remember the first time I heard you DJ at a TSU basketball game. You were amazing. You did great. You had on that pink wig and you had on green. Listen, man, y'all don't understand. DJ D Baby. Oh, she was the truth. She was the truth. So I love you. I miss you. I wish I know everything's gonna be okay. I wish prayers for your families, and God bless you. Say, is the mic on? Is the mic on? Oh, woo! Listen here.
Hey,
hold on, let's run it off.
Hey, big X, big stepper. Cut off my bitch, she was being too extra.
Yeah.
So my line screaming how they gon' stretch, but they stay in their place cause this shit'll get hit. No bodies we drop at the better they dress. I be quick to throw hands, but we stay with them wrestles. Glocks, K's, yeah, we with the X. Think I was like 6 when they said I was pressure. Been chillin' this shit, but they know I'm a stepper. 600 block, yeah, you know I'm a ripper. They crossing that line, I've been waiting to stretch it. Send them to God if you play with my necklace. Taliban gang, yeah, you know that we wreck. We been getting them bricks by the air like Tetris. Big
Welcome.
bitch giving head in the Lexus. Ironic, I think that whole name was Alexis. Slamming them peas on the table like Rex. Yo,
welcome. Episode 49 of the Minority Agenda Podcast. I'm your host, Isaiah Thornton. To my left, we have the Hip Hop Encyclopedia, Mr. Ricardo Mexicano. To my right, we have Mr. Jacob Gray, the NBA Insider. And behind me, or behind Jacob really, we have Baby Luca. And hey, we're here, episode 49. That is Big X the Plug. He's just been signed to United Masters. I'm happy for him. We're happy for him. I don't know what to say, man. I've literally seen this guy grow up. I knew some of his members from TJC Taliban gang. They were over there at TJC. A lot of people don't know that. So shout out to them. I wish them nothing but the best. And hey, Big X the Plug, man. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Now I do want to tell you this. This is not the beginning. I mean, this is not the end. You gotta come with bangers. Cause now you're with DJ Drama. You're with United Masters. You have to come with some type. Oh my God! Hold on.
Hey Randy, it's another.
Hey. I got a bag on a lot of these rap niggas. Bet he ain't even know it. He say that he's strapped, but I bet he.
Like I said, you have to come with bangers, okay? You have to stop. You can't stop from here. Right now you were Dallas's. I ain't gonna say Biggie Smalls but you're Dallas. You are Dallas. You know you're Dallas. So represent to the fullest. Bring out the best. Bring out the city. God bless you, man. Pay your bills. But we are here, episode 49. Ricardo's here. Jacob's here. I had to make sure Ricardo was okay. The Hip Hop Encyclopedia, folks. He almost missed out on this episode.
God was knocking on my front door. He wanted me to come home. No, I'm playing. I got a little sick over the weekend. Scratchy throat. More than scratchy throat, now I think about it. Like just a really bad sore throat. Headache. Went to the ER. Got tested for COVID. Strep. Came back negative. I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you what it was. But, they got me on some antibiotics. And I was good by... I would say I really started feeling better. Just yesterday, I was back at 95, 96%. And today I was way, way better. So I don't know. Just one of those things that just kind of just came out of nowhere, just snuck up on me, try to take me out for the whole week. But I'm glad I caught it in time. Even the doctor said, if you would have waited a couple more days, you probably could have got more infected. It was something in the throat area. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. All right, but we're glad you better. Yeah, we're glad you better.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm for sure glad you're better, man. I was making sure you were here on time and doing things right. I wanted to tell you about this amazing album that he put me onto. Now, I didn't want to start here, but Ricardo, the Hip Hop Encyclopedia, Ricardo put me on to, what is this? Anchovies? The anchovies?
Anchovies. That's the name of the album. Yeah.
The Anchovies, and this is by who's the producer? I want to give the producer credit first because the rapper he did an amazing job, but the producer is somebody Brown. His name is somebody Brown.
So for people who don't know, Isaiah on the previous show said that we need to start sending him albums that he normally wouldn't listen to. So like, all right. So I sent him Anchovies by Planet Asia, produced entirely by Apollo Brown.
Yes, Apollo Brown. I'm glad you.
Yeah,
he knows it.
And apparently Isaiah thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was really good. I listened to it during a Houston Astros game, and I know you're probably thinking, "Well, that's insane. How could you hear during an Astro game in front of 35,000 fans, and it's inside a dome?" You'd be surprised how quiet the press box is.
Really? I mean, I could probably see that.
Yeah, I would believe so.
Because that's the only place in the stadium where you can't cheer. So I'm just sitting there blasting my music, minding my business, trying not to fall asleep. I really put that on so I wouldn't fall asleep. And it was great. Okay. It was really great.
Yeah, it came out like
2017.
17?
Well, that's what it says on Spotify. So you might be right.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I was trying to remember like 16, 17. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Planet Asia, he's a little bit more underground. He's from Fresno, California. He's associated with the Jacker. If you remember him, RP the Jacker, died in 2015. They used to do like a lot of stuff together. He does a lot of stuff with like barrier rappers, like when that was like really hot at the time.
Yeah. He doesn't.
And then he released. He had a bunch of albums, like a lot of. If you just go through his catalog, you'll notice he has a lot of stuff. But this is like one of my favorite of his that he released because Apollo Brown's one of my favorite producers out of Michigan.
Yeah, he didn't sound like he was from New York. I mean, not New York, Fresno, California. When you sent me that, I'm thinking, oh, this guy's from New York, or some. He's from one of those boroughs in New York, and I just rolled with it. So yeah, shout out to those guys. Anchovy. I really enjoyed that. I thought he was gonna send me something from this year, so I was gonna put that as one of my albums of the year. But
I'm gonna try to find something more this year.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You can keep going back and forth. It's okay. Jacob's here. Jacob looks great. His skin is flawless. He was late to the pod. Not really late, but he was here. He made it. I'm joking with him. Ricardo, we have a hip hop list.
We do.
We have a hip hop list, and I'm already Jacob, I'm befuddled because this list is highly disrespectful. The names of the people that they don't have on the list should be on the list, and the people that they have on the list should not be on the list. So I feel some type of way about this list. Ricardo, let's go from 25 to 20. Can you read those people off, and then we'll start.
I just sent the list over to Jacob, so you have a reference point.
So we can all look at it now. Listeners, if you're listening to this, just bear with me real quick.
First of all, before we start, does it look like this list was written by a ninth grader?
Let me go back.
It's on college rule notebook paper.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Last time I used college rule notebook paper, probably in college.
Actually, in college.
Yeah, they probably still use college rule.
It's weird because like when you see people write it out, I feel like it's so much like difficult to tell like who wrote it. Like it's a child, it's like a grown adult. Like who took the time? Like somebody's bored, obviously, at the house.
No child knows about Pastor Troy.
Huh?
No child knows about Pastor Troy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, cause they got a good eclectic group of people in here. You got people that are pretty well known. You got Wayne, but you also got Pusha in here. I feel like no kid would put Pusha that top.
It's an older guy because nobody refers to like rappers as MCs anymore.
Right? Yeah,
it's definitely older guy.
I missed that. See, I didn't even think about that. So what we putting this guy at? This guy, maybe even girl. What age are we putting him at? We put 35, 40?
No, if
35 would mean they're born in what? In like
if they're 80, 35, 87. Yeah, 86, 87.
Listen, this guy
this person's older than
he's 45.
35.
He's 45.
Yeah, he's around 45.
45 to put Pastor Troy tripping out. Because if you notice, he crossed out Jeezy and put Pastor Troy.
But then again, why would he put no? If you're 45, you're not putting Quavo in that list.
Right? That's why it's so
That
confusing.
is true. Yeah, that's
confused.
true.
Right. This person is like, I can maybe see him being my age, like late 20s, early 30s. Does that make a little bit more sense?
But I think that Quavo part is a troll, so we'll just.
Yeah, okay, maybe I'm with you now.
Anyway, this list is going viral right now, and like I said, I think it's kind of interesting because you got Scarface. I'm gonna just stay straight out the back. Like Scarface is one, so that kind of tells you something about the person. But then, like all the other entries, is what got me confused. But let me do what they said at the beginning. Start from the bottom. So, 25, Pastor Troy. Now you got to be a really big Pastor Troy fan to put that man on any list.
Okay, Ricardo, you're not gonna do that. You're not going. You see this whole off recording that we weren't recording. I was bigging up Pastor Troy. I didn't know how Ricardo felt. Go ahead, explain.
Pastor Troy is great, but I think to like put him on a list of Southern MCs all time, I don't see most people going to Pastor Troy. Like you don't even have Killer Mike on here. When I look at, oh yeah, he does. That's 24. Yeah, okay, like he's right after Pastor Troy. Killer Mike is right above Pastor Troy. I got no problem with Pastor Troy. It's just I don't think that's everybody's first thought when it comes to a Southern MC that's like top 25. Maybe he eventually gets wrangled in there if you think about it long enough. But like you said, where are the Houston artists? Where are some of the more eclectic, well-known Houston artists that are not on here at all?
Fat Pat should have been top 10. Top 5. Excuse me.
I want Isaiah to go through the list. Just start going through the list, man. I just need your opinion on everything.
Okay, here we go. At 25. Okay, Pastor Troy should be higher than 25. So here we go. At 25, we have Pastor Troy. At 24, we have Killer Mike. At 23, we have Quavo. At 22, we have 2 Chainz. At 21, we have Big Crit. And at 20, we have Currency. All right, so right here. We're going to stop right here. Let's break it down.
Okay.
So at 25, I'm putting CeeLo Green.
CeeLo Green is dead last, in your opinion.
Yes, and that's respectful. No. You know how many artists are in the South?
That is true.
I'm giving him respect by putting him on the list. CeeLo Green can go at 25. Killer Mike, respectfully, for what Killer Mike does, Killer Mike should be higher. So at 24, I'm putting Trey the Truth.
24, you're putting Trey the Truth, and you're putting Killer Mike higher, like somewhere else higher?
Yes.
Okay.
Quavo does not make the list, so we take Quavo off the 23 spot.
Yeah, I'm green.
And that 23 spot, that's not the South though.
Who you gonna say?
Who you thinking of?
I was gonna say Nelly, but that's not the South. That is the Midwest.
Yeah.
In that 23 spot, looking at all these names right here.
Got Ludacris.
Mystical can go to 23.
Okay.
Mystical can go to 23. 22, I'm taking 2 Chainz off. No disrespect to 2 Chainz, but 2 Chainz is not top 25. I'm sorry. 22.
You got Gucci on here too, number 19, right above Currency. The Currency one threw me off too. I'm like, man, like people love Currency, but I don't ever see Currency on like any list.
Where Boosie at? Where is Boosie on this list? Where Webby?
That is
Boosie.
also true.
Where is Boosie? Where Webby?
So you're telling me this 20? What age did we say this person was?
I said he was 45.
45. I don't think this person's 45.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Ricardo. I think he's probably around Ricardo's age.
I would say my age. Yeah. That clearly does not like Boosie.
Yeah, he apparently don't like Boosie.
Come on now, it's something.
No Webby either. Yeah, no Webby.
Is there any Louisiana artists on there?
Yeah, Juvenile Wayne.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, Wayne,
I'm at 22 or 23. I'm at 22.
And Mystical.
At 22, I'm gonna put Crime Mob as a whole. That is
22
fair. Crime Mob as a whole should go on there. Now, if we do the Migos as a whole, then they make the list. They should make the list.
But not Quavo on his
But
own.
hell no, not Quavo. Excuse me, mama. But no, hell no. You put Quavo, no. All Quavo said was, yeah, that way. That's all he said. No. Quavo don't make the list by himself. Y'all wanted him to go single. I mean, y'all wanted him to break up from the group and be by himself. And we saw how it went. It didn't turn out really good. Why is my thing breaking up?
Okay.
So, no, Quavo should not be.
All right, next. Who is next? Oh, it's 21.
I was fixing my mic.
Yeah.
We have, what is it, 21?
Yeah.
No. 22, I said Crime Mob. 21, I'll put the Migos there at 21 as a whole. At number 20, in the South. Oh, Lord.
You got to go through the list first, I think. Then we get back to like who would you replace?
Okay.
Just go through the whole list.
The whole list?
Yeah.
Okay, are you writing down the people I put down?
No.
Darn, we need somebody to write this down real quick. Where's Veronica? Call Veronica.
No, she can't do it.
Okay. All right, here we go. Let me read off the whole list and then go back. At 19, we have Gucci Man. 18, we have Ludacris. 17, we have Mystical. 16, we have Juvenile. 15, we have CeeLo Green. 14, we have Bun B. 13, we have 8 Ball. At 12, we have MJG. 11, Pimp C. And 10, we have Project Pat. Hold on, let's stop right there. I don't like how he's definitely from Texas. The person who made this list is from Texas. He gave recognition to Texas, but he did it all in one order. I don't like that. All right, now let's go back. At number 9, we have Andre 3 Stacks. At 8, we have Future. 7, Big Boy. 6, Rick Ross. 5, J. Cole. 4, Pusha T. 3, T.I. 2, Lil Wayne, and 1, Scarface. Hold on.
This person from Georgia. They're not from Texas.
Yeah,
the fact you got Pastor Troy in here and then you put Pusha T at 4. I don't see anybody from Texas putting Pusha T at 4, and I love Pusha, but I don't see him on top 25. You got to even, and like a person who puts Pusha at 4 knows that Virginia is the South in some way too. That's not some kid. That's not some like just some regular fan who just likes Texas hip hop. No, that's somebody who knows their regions.
Let me ask this, and this isn't because he recently passed, but should Young Dolph be on this list?
Dolph. I'm surprised Juicy J's on this list.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I was thinking of other Memphis rappers that I'm just like, man, like there's no Dolph. Yeah, there's no.
I mean, I would have to see a whole list of every Southern rapper to like estimate who should be on this list. But Dolph would be one of the people I would consider, if not be an honorable mention.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I put Moneybagg on the list. I don't know why, but Moneybagg is really good, man. He really good. Okay.
Well, I like Moneybagg, yo. I don't know if I add it to the list.
I'm surprised Future's on the list.
He is on the list.
Future?
Yeah, look.
He's
in the top.
Oh, you're right. He's like, okay. Yeah, that's how I know he's from Atlanta. This guy's from Atlanta.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, so CeeLo Green, Killer Mike goes higher than me. Quavo's off the list. 2 Chainz off the list. Big Crit is on the list. Hold on, we have an incoming call right now, folks. This is breaking.
Probably heard something about the list.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. You are live on the Minority Agenda podcast. Don't say anything incriminating.
Oh, okay. Hi, how are you?
Okay. All right, now we're not going to disclose your name. I just want to know, why didn't your friends shout me out like they were supposed to? I gave tickets away. No, hold on, let me finish. I gave tickets away, and they were supposed to shout me out live for my drop. But go ahead. I'll let you go off.
So they was like, they wanted to do it, like, they wanted us to be real drunk and want us to have fun, like, on the Drake song. And we was going to be like, oh, we had so much fun at that. That's okay. And we was going to be like, thanks. So they really wanted to do it really good. So that's what happened.
Oh, okay. See, I'm not complaining at that now. See, so really, I need to have some money ready. I need to have some dollars ready. Okay, that's what you're telling me.
No, you don't gotta have no dollars ready. You already showed us love. You already, but we was trying to get lit first, and then we gonna be like, thanks, Jay, like on the Drake song.
Thanks, Ray.
Okay. Do you have anything going on right now?
Do I? I mean, so actually, I'm supposed to be interviewing Victor Ortiz on Saturday. You know, he's a boxer. Pretty cool cat. Do you know who Victor Ortiz is?
Victor Ortiz. No.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's a boxer. He's one of his renowned fights. He fought against Mayweather. He did not win, but I mean, he's a pretty good boxer. Yeah, you should check him out. Look him up. He's an actor. He played in Southpaw. I know you know that movie.
Yeah, I know Southpaw.
Yeah, so he's in that movie. So yeah, you should look him up. But I'm gonna be interviewing him on Saturday. So that's pretty much what I got coming up.
Okay. Well, listen, we are happy for you. We are proud of you. You know, somebody the other day asked me, "Hey, man, does she work for the Dallas Cowboys now?" I said, "Nah, she just had an interview out there. So, you know, she big time." So
yeah, I did a rookie camp. It was fun though. You know, cool people.
Okay. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you that rookie was getting kind of close to you, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna leave that alone.
That's my boy. That's my friend now. We had shared some good secrets together during the camp, so now we best friends.
Oh. Okay. Well, hey, I'm gonna talk to you later. Be safe. Tell your friends I said hi. Tell the one in the yellow. I said yellow. Tell the one in the orange shirt how you doing. You know, just you know, let her know I'm big time around here. That's all I want to say.
All right.
So.
All right. Thanks, Zay. We love you, Zay.
You too.
Bye.
All right. We are back, folks. After our breaking list, we can't disclose that name of that person, but she's been on our show before. So, where were we? Number 22? 21.
20 is Currency. 21 is Big Crit.
21 is Big Crit. 20 is Currency. Big Crit stays on the list. Big Crit put Big Crit at 17.
Okay.
Currency doesn't stay on.
Not Currency.
Currency's top 30, but Currency doesn't stay on to me.
Okay.
He's an honorable mention.
Gucci Man is top 12.
Gucci Man goes all the way to 12? Okay.
Yeah.
12 and above?
12 and above. Ludacris.
Chris, come on.
I have a thing about Luda. I don't think Luda's overrated, and I don't think Luda's hyped. But if it wasn't for us being in our adolescence, yeah, I'm using big words now. If it wasn't for us being in our adolescence and me watching Get Back, You Don't Know Me Like That with his swole arms and me being, I don't know, 9 or 10 and thinking that was the coolest thing in the world, he wouldn't be that great of a rapper to us. He wouldn't be that great.
What do you mean? Ludacris is still a great rapper. Like, above all else, his albums are amazing. His rapping ability is amazing. Features are good. I would just listen to B.I., by Trina with him on it and just, taken back by how amazing he was on that song.
If it wasn't for Fast 2 Furious 2, I don't know if we'd be feeling that same way. If Luda didn't save Paul Wall, we wouldn't be feeling that way.
I mean, Paul Walker, you mean?
I call Paul Walker Paul Wall too. Shout out to the Paul brothers.
Rest in peace, Paul Walker.
Yeah, rest in peace, Paul Walker. If it weren't for Ludacris saving him, I don't know how I feel about that. And he saved Tyrese too.
Okay.
So I mean,
what about the top 5 people on this list? How do you feel about them?
The top 5 people on this list.
The top 5, like who automatically is out of here? Like, no, I don't understand why they're here. Replace them with somebody else.
J. Cole's out of here. Pusha's not out of here, but Pusha's Pusha might get moved back to like 18. Pusha would take Ludacris's spot at 18.
At 18?
Yeah.
Who'd you put at Pusha spot then at 4?
Future.
You would put Future at 4?
Or the level of toxicity that I needed in my life, yes, Ricardo. Future goes at 4.
Okay. Nah, I didn't expect that. You know, it's kind of a wild card for me. I didn't expect you felt that strongly for Nevadius.
Listen, I play hardly. I play throwaway to this day.
Throwaway is amazing.
I play my collections to this day.
That switch up on throwaway is insane.
Right. I play hardly to this day.
Harley's crazy too.
Day.
Codeine crazy to this day. Okay.
Facts.
Codeine crazy. Yeah.
Let's see.
After that.
Hold on. Andre 3 Stacks. Which Andre 3000 is on this list? Let me ask y'all that. Which one do y'all think that they chose? Is it Outkast?
I think of Andre.
Is it Outkast Andre or is it Andre by himself? For
me, it's Outkast Andre always. It's a Southern playlisted Cadillac music to Speakerbox Level Below. To me, that's Andre at his best. Now he's had amazing features since then, but to me, that's still 3 Stacks. That is Andre.
Okay. Let's see.
Just because there's more to work with, you know.
You're right. He has Rick Ross. He has Big Boy at 7. Big Boy gets moved down. 8 Ball.
I love that he shows so much love to Big Boy. I feel like Big Boy never gets that much love, so I like to see him. And he put him above Future. Yeah, this man is like 36.
See, he's in his 30s. He's in his 30s.
Yeah.
Ricardo keeps changing his age. That's funny. Rick Ross.
Bro, he messed me up with the Quavos with the.
Yeah, he's
But when you put
he's all over the place.
You put Juvenile Mystical and Ludacris back to back, and like the list, that's how I know. Like you listen to them when you're like when they first came out.
Yeah.
Juvie should be higher on the list.
And the fact that you put putting Scarface number 1 tells me so much because I'm like, look, like there are people who love Scarface who like would defend Scarface all day. That's number 1.
I know
like
who
all time, not just Southern, like all time. You know, but most of those people that I've met are like 40 and above.
I know who made the list. I can tell you who made the list.
Who made the list?
Wait, say that again?
I said, who made the list?
Oh, Charlemagne. Charlemagne the God made the list. I'm looking at that list. That is a Charlemagne the God list.
Where's Charlemagne?
Go back. No. Go back to every time Charlemagne has said Scarface is his favorite rapper. Go back and look.
He does like Scarface. I don't know if he said he is his number 1, but I know he said he likes Scarface.
Just listen. That is a Charlemagne list. Okay, you got J. Cole at 5. That's a North Carolina. Like, oh, here you go, bro. You know we both. He's from South Carolina. That's a Carolina favor.
Maybe
that's a Carolina favor. Rick Ross at 6. I get that.
Should put Petey Pablo up there then.
Petey Pablo should have made the list. Anybody who made Freak Elite should be on the list. I'm sorry.
Everybody involved in that song should have made the list.
Trick Daddy should be on the list. Anybody who made Thug Holiday
loves Trick Daddy.
He does love Trick Daddy. Thug Holiday should be on the list. Boosie and Webby should be on the list. Boosie and Webby should be top 10.
I could put Boosie top 10. I don't know if I could put Webby.
No, I'm not putting Webby top 10.
Why aren't you putting Webby top 10?
I don't even know if I'm adding Webby to the list, honestly.
Webby gave us Savage Life 1, 2, and 3. He also gave us 4, but nobody talks about 4 because that is Webby's Wizards Jordan. Let's be honest. I'll admit it. When Webby,
Savage Life 4?
When Webby put out Savage Life 4, that's when Michael Jordan went to the Wizards. It was terrible. Nobody wanted to listen to it.
No, I'll listen to every Savage Life. Don't get me wrong. Savage Life, what is the best?
You're not listening to I Get It In on Savage Life 4. Stop it.
I honestly don't remember Savage Life 4. I just remember 1 and 2 the most.
That's all I want you to say. wait. You don't remember 3?
No. What's on 3?
What's happening?
Oh, that's 3?
That's 3.
Oh yeah, then I know 3 well.
That's what I'm saying. See, yeah, 3.
I thought that was 2.
No, that was 3. Savage Life 3 is amazing. That might be his best one to me, personally.
No, one. There's nothing that can beat one for me. I listen to
Yeah.
one like on repeat for years now. Like
Mhm.
every couple months, I'll go back to one and just listen to it for like a week straight.
You cannot be one.
Yeah, you can't beat one.
So
I remember
And-
what is it was the first Webby song I heard back in 2005.
I remember. I know this is a funny story for me. I don't think I've ever told this story except to like my close friends because they know everything that happened. But what makes me think of Savage Life 1 is what is that? Is there a Bun B song on there with?
Yeah, give me
What is
that.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So my homeboy, I used to take him home from practice and he would be like, all right, Jacob, you already know what it is. Put that Savage Life on. But Give Me That was his favorite song because he knew word for word every word, like the Bun B part and the Webby's part. And so like every time I think of Savage Life, I think of him. But what's funny is the last time I rode around with him and we was banging Savage Life, the next day I came to tour days or whatever, and we was like, "Where's Nick? Where's Nick?" And they were like, "Nick got arrested. What happened?" Him and so went to the gas station, robbed the gas station, and they took off. And bro, every time I think of I listen to Savage Life, that's what comes to my mind.
Lord.
Tragic.
Because that boy was really living that Savage Life, and he was jamming Savage Life every day.
I get it. I think people live and die by Webby.
For real.
I get it. I know why you're a fan. I know there's people going to Club Ice and all they want to see is Webby perform live in Tyler, Texas. I get it.
Look, hold on. We're not gonna do that. All right. Okay. I wasn't in Club Ice like that. Okay. I was at Club Sky. All right. You gonna show me some respect. I went in Club Ice back in. Listen, okay. I went to Club Ice one time. I seen something I should have never saw in my life, and then I left. I went to Club Sky like the real man should. You go to Club
Like the
Sky.
real gentleman you are.
Yeah, you go Club Sky, and then you go to Club 220. Shout out to 220. I really never been inside 220. I just always waited outside. Then they always tell us, "Oh, we booked to capacity. Y'all can't get in." So I love Club 220 because I save my money. I never paid to get in there. So, but man, there's a bunch of people that we keep on naming on this list that we think should be there.
Right.
DJ Hollygrove, you should be somewhere on this list. If we have a DJ's list, you know what? That we need to think about that. If we have a DJ's only list, where would you Where'd you put some of these Southern DJs?
Southern DJs?
Yes.
Mm-mm. Of course you got Drama. You got DJ Holiday. What else am I missing? Green
Just doing
Street.
DJs in general, no producers.
Green Streets.
Yeah, I was
Greg Street. I mean,
Yeah, I was just saying just
Oh.
DJs. Khaled would have to be on that list.
Khaled. Yeah,
Oh yeah, Khaled.
that'd be a little bit harder. I have to think a little bit more about DJs. DJ Scream, all that stuff. Yep. Yeah, that'll be an interesting conversation.
Well-
Do you agree with Scarface being at number one?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yes. I have no complaints about that one.
Yeah, me neither.
Scarface or Wayne, I have no complaints.
I'm putting Wayne number one. That's just me.
I understand that.
That's understandable.
I'm also the person who put Braun number one over Mike, but who do I know what I'm talking? I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's okay. We all fly away from God's light sometimes. That's all right. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, you have Wayne, Scarface. I'm not mad at that. Number 3. Listen, Big Mo should be on this list somewhere. Oh, let me go back to the list.
That'd be crazy.
We said Fat Pat. Fat Pat should be on this list somewhere too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you said Trey, but you didn't say Roe.
No zero. I would put Zero first over Trey, to be honest.
I would too. That's what I was waiting on Zay to say, but he never did.
Just rapper wise, MC wise, Zero.
I'll
Yeah,
be honest with you, I never listened to Zero like that.
Really?
I'm a fan of both, like huge fan of both, but I've been banging Rose since I was in like 6th grade.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, like most people are. I just Zero was like, okay. Now when I heard Big Mo on him, like, I get it. So I mean, it's no disrespect to Zero. I wasn't a fan of Zero.
Right.
Yeah, I have no other complaints about this list. Bun B at 14. That might be a little low just because we know what Bun B and Pimp C did.
Mm-hmm.
Mystical.
My man threw Mystical in there.
We have
Another one I wanted to bring up that we talked about Ludacris, but I wanted to bring up. I'll put Gates over Ludacris.
Gates.
We're not putting Gates on this list.
I'm putting Gates over Ludacris.
Why,
I don't care how good Get Back music video was.
Why is Gates on this list?
Gates had better hits and better albums than Ludacris, and I'll stand by that.
Tell me one thing. Tell me one quotable bar from Kevin Gates.
Don't do this to me. I'm not good with lyrics. I can't. I'm the biggest Drake fan, but I can only give you probably like 2 Drake lines.
Has Ludacris? I'm sorry. Yeah, no. Let's start here. Has Ludacris ever started a car battery with his hands?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so he should stay on the list. He should stay on the list. We can't put somebody who has it. We can't put a peak liar on the list. And I know a lot of y'all gonna say, "Well, Isaiah Game is a peak liar." No, he's not. He's told the truth in everything. He stood by the truth. He stood by the truth. So, what's next on our list? Does anybody have any objections with this list, or do you want to name your top 10 real quick?
I don't have time for top 10 right now.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, not top 10. Southern wise, I can agree with Scarface. I would probably put like Bun B up there for like 1 for me personally, or something like that. Yeah, actually, yeah, it'll probably be Scarface still though. Scarface, Andre, Killer Mike, Wayne.
Damn.
Not any.
Okay.
That's just like top 5, yeah. But that's it.
He said, "But that's it."
Well, that top 5, I was like, I could tell that person's 30.
They put no Plies on there, Isaiah.
That's fair. Ply shouldn't make it.
Now you don't like Plies? You ain't rocking with Plies?
It's not consistent. He wasn't that consistent.
Hey, for a couple years, Plies was the hottest thing out in the South.
For 3 years, and then he stopped, and then he came back when we were, what was that, 2016 or 2017?
Yeah, it was 2016.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was too it's too big of a gap.
Yeah.
It's way too big of a gap. And then really what happened with messed up Plies was Jamie Foxx. Messed up Plies. When he said Plies ain't no real gangster, it just,
Wait, Jamie Foxx? Wait. Out of everything that could have happened in Plies' career, that's what did it.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx saying that Plies wasn't gangster.
Yeah, this is when Jamie Foxx was playing Ray. I'm gonna believe somebody who played Ray.
This is way after Ray. Ray was like 2004.
That was way after. That wasn't way after Ray.
Yes, it was.
When was Plies going off?
Plies was going off like, you talking about like Busted Baby Plies,
Yes.
like Real Testament Plies,
Yeah.
like 06 to like 09.
06 to 09. So 3 years. Okay. And then
Okay.
2016. But yes, Jamie Foxx said that man not no real gangster. Everybody took his word for it. Boom.
Why was Jamie Foxx the one to come out with this anyway?
Because he was a blind man. You not gonna disrespect
He ain't
no blind
blind in
man.
real life.
You're not gonna disrespect no blind man in real life. I'm just saying.
I mean, I know Plies' like street credibility was questioned numerous times. But I didn't know that was Jamie Foxx. I feel like you're trolling me.
I'm not trolling. Look it up.
Jamie Foxx,
Look at
really?
Jamie Foxx.
Plies?
Yeah. I ain't got. Listen, I don't get on here and tell no stories now. I tell
Except
the
about
truth.
Denzel living in.
You think Denzel lived in Mesquite?
Denzel Washington stays in Sunnyvale, Texas, Mesquite, Texas, same place.
Oh my God.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Denzel Washington stayed there. That's Denzel Washington's house. The man said it on the video. If y'all want to listen to the video, go look up and find it. I'm telling y'all what the man said. Hold on. But for real though, what's on our next topic? Wait, what else we got on here?
Angela Simmons, one of your favorite person in the world.
The beautiful Angela Simmons. Now, side note, have I had a crush on Angela Simmons? Yes and no. Maybe since Run's house. And then Angela Simmons, went away.
Mm-hmm.
Or not to jail or anything. I'm just saying.
She kind of just went away from the public light. Yeah.
Yes, from public light. Thank you. Then she came back with a kid, and she's been looking great ever since. So, and also JT's in. Hey, y'all know I love the City Girl, man.
You do love JT.
I love the City Girl, but listen, I tell you somebody who's replacing City Girls for me. No, the F&F girls. I mean, that's not their names, but.
The Memphis girls?
Yeah, the girls from Memphis.
Yeah,
hey, they hard. They hard. Listen, this is our second week in a row bringing them up. Shout out to Slime Ronnie. I love Slime Ronnie. Slime
For
Ronnie,
real.
K Carbon. Listen, Gloss Up. Listen, hey Ricardo, they hard.
I do like Gloss Up.
It's Carbon.
They hard. It's Carb. Yes, boy. Yeah, they hard. Shout out to them. I'm trying to get them on the podcast because they was hard. I done
Hey, I love to get. What is her? Is it Slime Ronnie? Is that how you say her name?
Slime Ronnie.
Yeah, get her. She hard. She the hardest one.
That's what I said, bro. She's a star, bro. She's a star.
Yeah,
she's a star. Glorilla is a star in her own light. But Slime Ronnie, oh no, bro, Slime running hard, bro. You gotta listen to what she's saying, and I'd be sitting there listening, and I'd be like, oh, that's what you be doing? I'm like, okay, yeah, talk that talk. Like I'm a fan. I'm a fan of them.
Me too.
I'm a fan. Shout out to them. Shout out to K Carbon. And then I went and watched the behind the scenes of them and Hit Kid, and I like how Hit Kid he just sat there with them and tried to explain. He tried to explain beat making to them, and the only person who really took a real true interest into it was K Carbon. She took a real interest, so she was trying to learn. She's like, so how much you get paid? And he was like, he was explaining it so, and then she said, so how much is a beat for? What's the old boy name? With Blah Boy JB. What's the name?
His producer?
Yes.
Tay Keith.
Tay Keith. Thank you.
Yeah.
Tay Keith. She was asking about Tay Keith beats, and she was like, "Oh, he like, bro, Tay Keith charged, so this amount, and she's like, dang, I need to start making beats. He was trying to make beats. So listen, I hope K Carbon is making beats.
Who was she talking to? To Hit Kid?
To Hit Kid. This is all on Hit Kid's YouTube page.
Gotcha.
They had the behind the scenes to set the tone, and all of them are in the booth and all that. And I like when people record stuff. I like when you record stuff that's of you being in the booth. There should be a cameraman at every booth right now in America. We need to see the behind the scenes. We need to see the sauce being made in the kitchen. Sometimes you need to see that. Not all the times. Like when Chance the Rapper and was getting cussed out by Kanye, we didn't need to see that. But every now and then we need to see that. So shout out to Hit Kid, shout out to Glorilla, shout out to K Carbon, shout out to Gloss Up, shout out to what's the other girl name? There's one more girl. I ain't forgot. Was it Boss Talk? No, it's not Boss Talk. It's one more girl. Azalea. Yeah, it's Azalea.
Oh yeah.
Azalea.
Azalea. I know you are hard in your own way. I haven't forgot about you. Please don't take that as no disrespect. But yeah, shout out to them. What else do we have, man? What do we have on the list?
Slime Ronnie. Kendrick Lamar kicked off his Big Steppers tour today or tonight in OKC. I will be, if you all want to rob me, I will be at the Dallas show this Saturday. So just come pull up, say hi to me, picture, autograph, whatever you want. I'm not lying, by the way. I am going to be there.
Let me ask you this: do you think he's gonna bring out any Dallas artists?
No.
You said no.
No.
So none of them are gonna open for Kendrick Lamar.
Nope.
Okay.
Nothing against them. It's just, you know how tours go sometimes, and
Yeah.
I don't really foresee any Dallas artists really opening. I know Baby Keem's opening.
Well, I asked you this because a few years back I took disrespect to it. Now not so much. Now that I think about it, when DJ Khaled came to Dallas, he brought out, of course, DJ Khaled's just a DJ. He has to bring people out. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But when he brought out, he said Texas's own Bun B. He brought out Bun B.
Right.
He didn't bring out nobody from Dallas. He brought out Bun B as the whole Texas act, and it was like, okay, I don't like that. So
they always do that though, which I get it, but like, because if you're not in tune to like what's going on, like it would be like bringing Sauce Walk out in Dallas, which I think people will be excited for, but it's still Houston at the end of the day, right?
Yes.
As compared to like if you bring out like a Trap Boy, like at his height, like a little maybe like last year, a couple years ago, he brought out like I don't know, like Wayne brought out Trap Boy, and he like did like an opening set for Wayne. That'd be crazy. People love stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like OG Bobby Billions should be in that same light. And people aren't giving him that light because they're saying, well, who's that guy that's on Mo3 song and it's really his song? They're still saying that, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
People are still saying that. And and Mo3, at this point in his career, Mo3 would have been brought out. I think that's probably the first person that would have been brought out in this point in time. But sadly, that won't happen. So it's just, who else is gonna be on this tour? Is Jay Electronica gonna be on the tour? Or?
No, it's just
It's just Kendrick. It's no
the
TD?
girl that was featured on the We Cry Together song, the one where they're like fighting back and forth.
Uh-huh.
She's gonna be there, and then Baby Keem, and that's it. As far as the opening,
No SZA.
no SZA.
Oh, so you're not gonna get to listen to Control.
I can't see Control live. No.
Hey, what if SZA would have chopped and screwed the Control verse live? That would be hard.
That'd be crazy.
What if she just deep enough?
like Broken Clocks or like The Weeknd. Slow down live.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. Yeah. SZA's actually fighting right now. Still trying to like get her album out. A punch over at TD says it's not his fault. So I don't know who fault it is at this point.
Shout out to TDE. So this isn't a TDE sponsored event. This is a Kendrick Lamar independent event, huh?
I mean, he released the album under TDE, this last album on TDE. Tour's a little bit different. I don't know how much TDE themselves are going to get from the tour. So I don't know. I can't speak to that.
And this is going to be at the American Airlines Center, or will this be a Verizon
Mm-hmm.
Center?
Yep, American Airlines Center this Saturday, the 22nd.
All right. Well, you just make sure you stay away.
Or the 23rd, I mean.
You just make sure you stay away from Deep Ellum. Don't go to Deep Ellum. Don't go.
I've been to Deep Ellum plenty of times. I mean, I'm gonna go. If I go, I'm gonna go early.
When the last time you been to Deep Ellum, Ricardo?
Like last year.
Oh, okay.
Last year.
Jacob, when the last time you been to Deep Ellum?
A couple months ago.
Well, y'all be playing with y'all lives, boy. Y'all.
If I go, I'm gonna go early. I'm gonna go like at 4. Give me some food, and that's it. I'm gonna
4 o'clock. Oh no, see Ricardo.
I'm gonna go early.
Ricardo, so you don't go at 9 o'clock.
I ain't finna go at nighttime. No,
you ain't going at night no more. Oh, that's crazy.
No, I ain't going at nighttime. It's me and my brothers that are going.
So
and
y'all
Veronica.
strapped. Your brother's strapped.
Yeah, me and my brother and Veronica are going. So I'm
All
gonna
right.
be mobbing.
Y'all gonna be mobbing Kendrick Lamar. What songs do you? So you just think this is gonna be from this whole new album?
No, actually, somebody released what they think is like the set list for the tour. So you have stuff from like Good Kid, you have stuff from Pimp a Butterfly, and of course you had new stuff from this album. And you had a few songs from Damn. So just think of like the biggest songs from those albums are pretty much gonna get played.
Okay. Are you wearing a Rock Nation hat?
Probably. Maybe this hat right here because it's LA.
But you're not. Never mind.
For Kendrick.
Wear a Tyler hat.
A what? A Tyler? There's no
Yeah.
Tyler.
You could be the first one. If you would be the first person to put TY like that on your.
I have thought about making and like selling like 903 hats, to be honest. I want to like create something I can like sell for like Tyler, for like people in Tyler to wear. But something like dope. I've thought about it for a couple years.
Okay.
I want to make something like
It
that.
can't be 903 though. Pittsburgh is 903.
Tyler's 903.
Take you out for real.
A lot of places are
This is
903.
No, I
This is
know.
like-
I know a lot of places are 903. Well, it'll be more like an East Texas type of thing. But though
Yeah.
I'll make like a Tyler specific one too. Like I want to like this is something serious. I really want to make like this hat. Or make it something like ill that looks good. And that's not and nothing that looks like, corny.
No, I'll be the first one to cop one.
Yep.
I'm gonna cop a
Get
hoodie.
one for free. Shoot. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna cop a hoodie.
So that's about it when it comes to concerts. And then lastly, I have one of Isaiah's favorite artists. I'm not going to stay on him for too long. But the album cover for the game's soon to come album, Drillmatic, has been released. Isaiah.
Darn, it comes back to me again. This is like spin the bottle.
I'm amazed that it's finally released at the very least. So we know that
we don't know that.
when artists choose to release the album cover, it's usually a better sign than most.
That can't be the album cover.
Maybe it's like one of like the album covers.
I don't want that to be the album cover. That
Maybe
ain't hard.
The deluxe edition is going to be something different.
Bring back the pregnant women. That ain't hard to me.
Pregnant
You
women.
don't like his daughter? That's his daughter, right? Braiding his hair?
That's not his daughter.
Who is that?
That is, where's my phone? That's the woman he's been seeing, I think. That's not his daughter.
I thought it was the little girl on the cover.
Hold on, I think that's the woman he's been seeing. I could be wrong. I didn't really look at.
Oh, you're right. My bad. For some reason, I thought that was a smaller child, like on the step stool.
No, the only thing I think that is crazy about this album is that, like he said, he used real fire on that couch.
I like it. I respect it. He
Listen,
burned a
man,
good couch.
I don't know what to expect from this album, man. If this is the album cover, I don't know what to expect.
You think he's trying to get like experimental?
I hope not.
Because who is like? Have you ever seen the game like sit down next to like a burning couch? Because I haven't.
No, I've seen games sit on the top of on tires with gold-plated rims.
Right.
I've seen Game sit in the booth with a bunch of pregnant women. I've seen Game, sit in front of, what is that, the LA Bridge, or
Yeah, for documentary too. Yeah.
for documentary too. Like, no, so this is way out of his element. This is like Kanye. That's a Kanye tribute. If that's what it is, that's a Kanye type of album cover that I would expect.
I mean, it's a burning couch in front of the ocean
with a woman braiding his hair.
Woman braided his hair. I feel like Game is drinking a lot of Casamigos right now.
Like none of that says LA. I mean, it says LA to me, but it doesn't say LA, what I've been rapping about for the past 15, 20 years. And mind you, I think I
kind of like it because I don't know what to expect from it, because it's very like almost like a little bit artsy.
Yes.
Like I feel like he saw what Kendrick had been doing and was like, oh, we about to get experimental again with like this whole West Coast hip hop, keeping it West Coast, but experimenting with all these different sounds kind of thing. I feel like that's what Game wants to do with this album.
I just hope and pray. I'm not against it. I'm not going to be against Hit Boy producing it. If it's Hit Boy,
right,
it has to be some solid beats. It can't just be, nothing trash. So Hit Boy's putting his name behind it.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna disappoint, especially like you said, if it is being that it is Hit Boy. I don't think that one's gonna disappoint. Now, my only fear that it might be a little underwhelming. Like I feel like if it's too many songs, they'll get for me at the very least, it's gonna be a point where I kind of like hit a wall, and I'm just like, all right, I think I'm kind of over this. Way too many songs, and I just rather not go through this again.
Like documentary 2.5.
Yeah, like 2.5 is cool, but the amount of songs on there kind of get to you after a while.
Yeah, some of those 2.5 songs should have been on the first, or it should have been on 2, and
Right.
then called it a day and just added to what was it? 20 songs on the first one or 15?
Yeah, 20, 21,
So,
something like that.
so
Yeah.
really, in all, it should have just been 25 songs and called it a day. But I get it. I'm with you. Well, we have sports. Anything happening besides James Harden? Also, breaking news: Kim Kardashian has tweeted out "Free Gunna." I don't know what that means.
She definitely. I saw that before I got on here. She definitely was hacked, or Pete got her phone.
You think she was hacked?
Either hacked or Pete got her phone. I don't think she's willingly saying "Free Gunna."
She is a lawyer.
She's not willingly saying "Free Gunna."
She's a lawyer,
man. She put a P there too, man. She put a P.
Oh yeah, she said, "What'd she say about it? Keep it P or something?"
Pushing P, yeah.
Pushing P, yeah.
She put pushing P, bro. She said
that is not. Kim is not saying pushing P.
She said free slime. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Kim is definitely saying pushing P.
No, she's not.
Most definitely.
That should be telling Pete Davidson.
All right.
Oh, but there ain't nothing going on in sports that James Harden signed his new contract. Mac McClung got signed to 1 year with the Warriors.
Yeah,
Mac McClung.
Mac McClung's
cool. I love Mac McClung. I'm happy he got an actual NBA contract rather than like a 10-day or a 2-way like he's been getting these past 2 years.
Yeah. Oh, and LeBron playing at the Drew League. Shout out to LeBron.
Oh, yeah.
I watched that whole second half. It didn't feel like 42 points. It really didn't. Now, I will tell you, gentlemen, what I told Wilson. After seeing LeBron play in the Drew League, Bron don't want to see Frank Nitti. In that environment,
I was thinking that I would have
loved
to see that.
He don't want to see Frank Nitti. The 3-time Drew League MVP, Bron don't want to see Frank. Kyrie don't want to see Frank. Damian Lillard already said he don't want to see Frank Nitti, so you know what it is. So
down by DeMar DeRozan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Stanley Johnson was locking up DeMar DeRozan. So
I like the memes where the guy who guarded LeBron said he's gonna be talking about that story for the rest of his life. He's gonna talk about that day for the rest of his life.
As he should.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
So I respect them. They really played hard. And hey, Bron, I thought Bron was gonna lose for a second. He missed the last second free throw, and I thought they were gonna come back and win. Yeah.
Well, Bron would never live that down.
Yeah. What's happening during MLB All-Star week, Isaiah? Because I just been seeing it on TV. I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, well, it's already over with now.
Is it over? Okay. Yeah, I just saw it blasting that TV at work, and I'm like, I have no idea what any of this means.
You saw the game?
I'm sorry.
The home run derby.
I think it was the game.
Yeah, so the game happened Tuesday night. The home run derby happened. I'm sorry, the game happened Wednesday night. Or no, Tuesday night. The home run derby happened Monday. So the players will, by the time this episode comes out, we'll be playing the Yankees. And we play the Yankees at 12 noon and then 5 o'clock again. It's a doubleheader. So we got 2 games in one day. So that's why we're kind of ending this pod early today.
Right.
But yeah, baseball, man, hey, their league is so fast paced of like time, everything timing, and the players are used to it. And I noticed that the people who I work with are like so used to it. The people that have been here, like, yeah, like, hey man, you just take it day by day. You never look ahead like weeks in advance to the next game. You just take it day by day, and then the next thing you notice is it's game day or we're in the playoffs. So luckily we'll be in the playoffs. I think we have to win 65 games, and then we'll clinch our division. I believe that's how it's drawn out right now, because we're in a 10 game. We're 10 games ahead of everybody else. Shout out to the Rangers for being so sucky.
Yep. Yeah.
So here's my chance to win a championship. So they told me interns again do get rings if we make it to the World Series or we win the ALCS. So shout out to those guys. Shout out to Shohei Ohtani. Hey man, his people be coming in deep. Shohei might be bigger than Yao Ming. in my eyes right now, man.
But he's not bigger than me, but he's huge.
Bro, no, Jacob, you don't see the
I know how big Shohei is. I don't know.
The presence.
Bigger than me.
bro. Shohei big, bro. Pause. I'm just saying, like he is that guy.
For real.
Ricardo, what is this beat?
Just let it rock.
Just let her rock.
Just let it rock. All right. Well, folks, what we have learned is that Ricardo is a madman. Jacob is a madman. I'm a madman.
We all are.
We all are. Webby is top 10 somewhere. I don't know what country. But
In Saudi Arabia, probably.
hey, somebody played a joke. Somebody tweeted something and said, "What do you think was on Bin Laden's playlist the day of 9/11?" And that's a serious subject, but man, I don't know what he was listening to.
But they found a lot of weird stuff. We gotta talk about that one. They found a lot of weird stuff in like Bin Laden's like little trap house when they got him. Like weird recordings, like all sorts of stuff.
That's insane. What are you guys doing this weekend?
Concert, man.
Well,
Kendrick.
you're going to the concert. Jacob, what you doing? Working?
Nothing. I'm washing my kids.
I forgot. There is two of them. Shout out to the other one. I keep forgetting it's plural for you now. You're
Yeah, it's kids now.
yeah.
Kids.
Oh man. Well, shoot. We are we're moving along here. Episode 49, and we've been really consistent. I've really been shocked because I thought I was going to be the one that wasn't going to be consistent. But we're here. We're doing great. We will be back next week. I don't think the Astros have any games on Wednesdays. If not, I will let the guys know. And yeah, I mean, I don't have anything else to talk about. Nothing else really pressing my mind other than Jambalaya. Jambalaya, please come back out with your next lineup. Rolling Loud has already beat you to the punch. Oh yeah, we forgot about that. Ricardo Rolling Loud.
Rolling Loud.
Rolling Loud with they replaced. That down.
Kanye.
Kanye got replaced by Kid Cudi. A lot of people are mad, but I don't see why. Kid Cudi is just, to me, he's a junior Kanye, so I don't understand the whole beef, the whole riff. But hey, I get it.
He was the one. Kanye was the one last year. Remember, because Future brought him out
Oh, okay.
in Miami.
Okay. I've heard some people say they should bring back Travis Scott, and I'm like, I'm not going to a Travis Scott concert no time soon. So you can keep that one away.
Yeah.
But anything else you guys want to say?
Nah, man, just stay healthy. Because you never know when you're finna get struck in the throat by a sickness. I don't know.
With that, the pause.
Yeah, pause. Yeah, I was about to go with something else with that. You never know when sickness is about to hit you. So be safe out there, stay healthy, take all your vitamins, all that.
Oh, and suck on some cough drops.
Excuse me?
Suck on some cough drops.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, y'all don't suck on cough drops?
Yes, I do.
All right. Yeah. Suck on. Don't get no Halls. Get some. What's some other ones?
Ricola, that one.
No, not the E. coli. Actually, no, it might be the E. coli. Yeah.
E. coli,
Yeah.
not E. coli. Ricola.
Yeah. So get those, and you'll be safe. But other than that, man, we're doing really great. Ricardo, man, you can take us away at any time. But hey, love, peace, and soul. This is episode 49 of the Minority Agenda Podcast. I'm Isaiah Thornton. He's Ricardo Mexicano. He's Jacob Gray. That's Laurel. That's Jacob. That's Luca. That's Yasmin.
I'm never gonna remember.
It's not Yasmin?
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh, gosh. That's Veronica. That's Ricardo's brother. Shout out to him. He's a big listener.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody else who's been listening. And go ahead, Ricardo.
Already. You already know what it is. You already know what it was. We're not black, we're not white, we're something in the middle. It's been Minority Agenda Podcast, and we are out.
Recording stopped.